we will see about the Panchakoshas. Just introduction today we will see, and has like Panchakoshas have sub divisions, sub explanation in them. Those all sub explanations will be explained in further classes. But today we are seeing what are these Panchakoshas and brief description about them. But means the main classical Vedas. In that one is Upanishad, Brahmanas and Aranyakas. All Vedas have its own Brahmanas, own Aranyakas and own Upanishads. In one of those Upanishads, this story came like whatever this koshas existed or koshas explanation we got to know. Actually, according to our Veda, like correlation reference, what they say is obviously we all know during our Upanishads, sages, their sons, Vedic period. It was the even classes or knowledge we're sharing has a Gurukul system. We were not having particular classes, particular institutes, right? So in same way, one of the Acharya named Brigu and his father named Karuna. These both were there. This Brigu Acharya, he asked his father that what is the main motto of our universe? How this universe existed? What is the main thing? What is the main point? Who is ruling this universe? He asked to father. When father replied like, if I only explain everything, what you will learn? So you go in search. Actually, at that time it was same. They were not teaching like spoon feeding how we do become here like us, right? Whatever the kid want to know, whatever knowledge they want to gain, they were leaving their kid to go and learn by themselves. So father said, you go in search and find what is this universe, how it got existed, what the point is ruling for the universe. They Brigu went in search. First one, these all like when he was searching, these all koshas got into existence, like got into his knowledge, and he explained all these koshas. And obviously, we know what are the pancha koshas: Annamaya, Pranamaya, Manomaya, Vijnanamaya, and Anandamaya. But these all together didn't came into existence. As I was saying a story, first this what to say, Annamaya, as he went into search, he went into woods, like he was searching what may be the point, who is ruling this whole universe, how it got existence. He was searching. So as we came to know, like Taitirya Upanishad story where the Panchakosha existed, and it describes about the human existence. Has that story I'll continue has the point, like has the slides changes. The story was still Brigu went in search. So obviously, what is this Panchakosha? Describes human existence as layered sheets, how this human got into existence and what the points ruling in it. And gross, it is from gross to subtle, that is from physical body structure, vital, mental, intellectual, and bliss. These all 5 points are explained in Panchakosha. So obviously, like Panchakosha and their correlation, Annamaya Kosha is nothing but our physical body. Pranamaya Kosha means vital energies of our body. Manomaya Kosha is mental body, like emotional status or mental status. Vijnanamaya Kosha is intellectual. The mental capacity is different and intellectual. Intelligent and talented, both are different, right? The meaning will be same, but they will be in different way, in same way. Then Anandamaya Kosha is bliss body. Bliss means nothing but overall, like last point of the existence. So as I was saying, Brigu went into search and he found that this we can't read. So Brigu was in search of the point which got existence, how it got existence. So first thing he got is Annamaya Kosha. So he ran to his father and he explained about all the Annamaya Kosha. Annamaya Kosha is nothing but has we saw. But before comparing it directly to body, has word only suggests Annamaya. Anna here is nothing but food. Maya is which is included. The thing which is included with Anna is Annamaya. Annamaya Kosha. Kosha is nothing but one thing. Like what he said is has the food. Where the food will be present? We take the body. Like from food, what will be created? Our body, right? By nutrition, our body will be created. So this food is correlated with physical body. The physical body made of food is Annamaya. The thing, physical body, represents the grossest level of existence, dependent on nourishment and subject to decay. Obviously, we will take food, we will get nutrition, and one fine day, we will get decay. So that is Annamaya Kosha. And what this whole body consists of has, in Mudra's class, as I explained, our body consists of Satvendriya, Atma, everything. But in that, one of the content was Pancha Mahabhuta, right? Which resembles our 5 fingers. In same way, all these 5 Panchakoshas are predominant with one of the Pancha Mahabhuta. That is, as it suggests, this Annamaya Kosha symbolizes earth element. Earth element is nothing but Prithvi Mahabhuta. But whole body contains not only Pancha Mahabhuta, it's included with like 3 doshas, that is Vata, Pitta and Kapha, and Sapta Dhatus, that is Rasa, Rakta, Mamsa, Meda, Majja and Asti and Shukra. So see, these 7 dhatus and 3 doshas, Pancha Mahabhuta, Mana, Indriya, these all together forms a physical structure what we have, physical body. So, but this is a brief introduction of Annamaya Kosha. These all, like detailed study of what are these Sapta Dhatus, how they work, what are these doshas, how they work. In further classes, we will get to know. We will discuss. So, what happened here when Brigu came and said his father that, I found that Annamaya Kosha is a initial existence of our universe. It rules the universe. So, after explaining all this, his father said, no, not only this, it may be one of the point, but still you have to search. Still points are there. His father said, and again sent him to search in woods. Then he went again in woods for searching, and he found about the Pranamaya Kosha. So again he ran to his father and said, no, Annamaya Kosha, not only Annamaya Kosha is the existence of our universe, even Pranamaya Kosha. How? He explains, Prana Maya, has Maya is one of the thing which includes Prana. Here is Prana, nothing but we know life. But life, they compared with the vital energies. Not only life means not only soul, what all vital energies we have, those all they compared with the Pranamaya. So he describes like the vital energy. Though we have a body by including Panchamahabhutas, Dhatus, Doshas, but the body needs some energy to exaggerate, to activate it, right? So he said that even we want Pranamaya also to activate the body. How it will be activated? Like the energy of sheet responsible for life functioning like breathing, circulation, everything, and governs prana. The soul is governed with the activities, right? Now, how anyone can say that I am alive? If only I breathe, it is not sufficient, right? I have to do activities, I have to get up, I have to sit, I have to eat, everything. If my all activities are in work, so then only they can say I am a healthy person, right? So these all activities are included in Pranamaya Kosha. And according to reference of Panchamahabhuta, this Pranamaya Kosha is resemblance of water element. Water element is nothing but Jala Mahabhuta. And again, as we have the subcontents of the doshas, dhatus in Annamaya Kosha, in Pranamaya Kosha, we have has prana. Prana means life. We have 5 forms of prana in single Pranamaya Kosha. And obviously, like, for example, now a body is present, I am doing activity, but everyone's activity will not be same, right? I may be hyperactive, someone may be low, or someone may be middle. Someone may do it when necessary or when they are interested, and sometimes they may avoid. Different forms of life, different forms of persons we have, right? In same way, they explain 5 prana, like persons of 5 types. That is prana, apana, udana, samana, and vyana. Again, sub explanation of all this will be discussed in further classes. So he explained about the Pranamaya Kosha. Acharya Brigu explained about this Pranamaya Kosha to his father. He listened everything, and again his father said like, okay, you have a body and you have prana in that, but still is some points are there in universe which you need to add in this point. You need to know. So go search. So again he went in search. Then he find about the Manomaya Manomaya Kosha. Then again he came back to father and said, no, father, not only the body and prana, even we have mana, like which governs the whole sharira. So these also will be added in the existence of universe, he said. and started explaining like the mental sheath governing thoughts, emotions, and sensory perceptions, basis of desires and attachments, all these are controlled by mana, nothing but our manas or mind, right? So it is the element, Pancha Mahabhuta's element is fire, that is Agni Mahabhuta, correlated with the Agni, predominant Mahabhuta is Agni Mahabhuta, and has some details are there. It is the third sheath of Panchakosha, that is known as Manomaya Kosha or mind sheath. Manasa is known as one sense, also called as Ekendriya. Actually, we have Pancha Jnanendriyas, but the mana is Ubhayendriya, that is Ekendriya, single Indriya, which governs or which rules the thoughts. It may be bad thoughts, good thoughts, or emotions, sad, happiness, all will be governed by this or ruled by this Manomaya Kosha or Manas. But practices like pranayama helps to control Manomaya Kosha and switch to Vijnanamaya Kosha. As these all many days we saw how to do pranayama, which pranayama is beneficial in pregnancy, everything, right? So this, by doing our pranayama, we are stimulating, obviously, and at that point of view, instead of saying this particular technical term, medical term like manomaya or manas, we will say in common language, we will say mind or emotional status. We are relaxing the stress and making the mind in a calm way. In common language, we are saying when we are explaining the pranayama, right? So in same way, they correlated it with the medical term or technical term like manomaya. Manomaya kosha will be stimulated by the regular practicing of pranayama. So when we stimulate the pranayama like manomaya kosha, our mind will be shifted to Vijnanamaya Kosha. So what is this Vijnanamaya Kosha? Before knowing that, actually Manas, as we said, it is responsible for thoughts, emotions, sensory perceptions, everything. How means, as I said, Pancha Jnanendriya. Pancha Jnanendriya are nothing but in our common language, like English language, sensory organs we will say, right? 5 sensory organs we have, nothing but eyes, nose, tongue, ears, and skin. What are these tanmatras? The actions or functioning of our sensory organs will be named as pancha tanmatras. These are pancha jnanendriyas, nothing but our sensory organs, and their functions like nose. Nose obviously to gandha or smell, functioning of nose, and functioning of tongue, rasa. Rasana is nothing but taste. And sensory organ like eyes, it will be rupa, to see, sight. And about the skin, its function is sparsha, that is feel of touch, and ears, shabda. Shabda is nothing but hearing. So these all are pancha jnanendriyas, and their functioning are named as pancha tanmatras. And these pancha tanmatras or pancha jnanendriya also have some predominant pancha mahabhutas in that, as they shown. So these all are our thoughts, or like obviously like maybe thoughts or what we feel, what we do, everything depends on the our 5 sensory organs, right? If we control these 5 sensory organs, we can stimulate or we can aggravate the functioning of manomaya kosha. So only like pranayama means obviously we are living everything, we are concentrating on our breath, and we are concentrating on what we want or the affirmations, and we are subsiding all the activities of 5 sensory organs, right? That is obviously. So only they said like if you practice pranayama regularly, you can stimulate manomaya kosha and you can move to vijnanamaya kosha. So we'll see what is this vijnanamaya kosha. And coming to story, again Acharya Brigu came to his father and said, no, even we have some like after, though we have manomaya koshas, then too we have another point which is correlated with vijnanamaya kosha, which is the knowledge of intellect, intelligent capacity of that person. So here the human God existed, because till now what we saw like annamaya maybe, pranamaya maybe, or manomaya maybe, these all will be present in animals also, right? All body animals have, we too have, and prana, life, animals have, we too have, mana, feelings of sadness, happiness, doing, don't, not doing, everything even animals have, we too have, right? That till there it was normal for all universe. But when they came to Vijnanamaya, the human God existed here, because only humans can use these all three, the body, activities, and feelings, and they can get intelligent by grabbing all the knowledge they want, and they can proceed in researches, right? So here the human being will start. Human being existed, and according to their activity, till the Manomaya, it was related to whole universe, not only the human beings. But here the human being existed. So Brigu, Acharya Brigu came to his father running, and he said like, no, no, father, with the Manomaya, even we want Vijnanamaya Kosha, so that we can show our intelligence, we can use our wisdom, and we can proceed for further attaining of moksha. Like in olden days, attaining moksha or attaining the blissful was the only aim. Dharma, artha, kama, moksha. By doing all this, attaining moksha was the last point of the persons, right? Now we have many goals to reach, but like the who follows religious one, or that only in sages period, attaining moksha was one of the main point, right? So what Brigu said, to attain moksha we need main Vijnanamaya Kosha. So even Vijnanamaya Kosha I'll add in the activities of existence of the universe, he said, and started explaining about the Vijnanamaya Kosha. Obviously Vijnana has like a name only suggests, knowledge. How knowledge? The intellectual sheath responsible for wisdom, discernment, and higher understanding, symbol of knowledge and awareness. Obviously, the knowledge was present in Manomaya also, but it was only related to feelings. But here, by subsiding our feelings, what the knowledge we gain, what the point we reach, that will come under intelligent. And this is predominant with the air element, that is nothing but Vayu Mahabhuta. In Pancha Mahabhuta, Vayu Mahabhuta. So, but this Vijnanamaya Kosha includes of three Shaktis required to develop Vijnanamaya Kosha. That is Ichha Shakti, Kriya Shakti, and Gnana Shakti. Though, like, I have till Manomaya Kosha, I have the body. And after Manomaya Kosha, now I know I am sitting here, I know I am teaching you all, or I am seeing something. If I go there, I'll get something. I am thinking. That is Manomaya Kosha. But I have to get up, I have to go, and I have to get it. That is our Ichha Shakti, right? Though we have knowledge, we should activate it. We should have desire to gain it. For example, our online classes only. Okay, like I'm teaching, you're listening, we have online class. When you will get to, when you will think about the attending online class and gaining knowledge, if you have Ichha, if you have interest, then only you will come, right? That is Ichha Shakti. Kriya Shakti is active. Okay, like I have interest, by sitting, if I say I have interest to attend online class, it will not be fulfilled, right? I have to go, I have to enroll my entry in by contacting sir, and I should pay fees or something activity I have to do. I have to enroll my name. Then only I can go to classes, right? After this, I got interest, I joined. Then obviously by attending classes, now what we are discussing or I'm teaching something else, we are getting knowledge, right? That is Jnana Shakti. If the person have these all three Shaktis, then only he can attain Vijnanamaya Kosha, or he can stimulate the intellectual power in him. So this was added by Brigu, Acharya Brigu, that Vijnanamaya Kosha also we need to rule the universe. Okay, then again his father said, this all was right, but again to rule whole universe and to attain your end point, to attain your moksha, nothing but in their pattern moksha, still we have some point is missing. You go, he said. Then again Brigu went in search, but though after long time, Brigu didn't came back to his father. So his father was waiting. Brigu didn't came. So his father only went in search to like obviously they were knowing how in which way the Brigu was going in woods, right? So the father only went in search of Acharya Brigu, and he found that, excuse me. So his father only went in search with Brigu. He found that he was shocked by seeing Brigu, that he was in a bliss. Some sparkle was around him, and he was in fully blissed one. Blissed environment. He was like almost he was in moksha. What it is, we'll see. So before that moksha point, how to attain Vijnanamaya Kosha? Obviously, like Vairagya, like attitude or the interest, everything, activities, plus Viveka. Viveka means knowledge. If we have both, like as we saw that 3 points, Shaktis, we can attain Vijnanamaya Kosha. And again, we have some main points to attain, like how we saw Shat Chakras, if we stimulate, one part will get stimulated. Likewise, we have 7 points here. In detail, we will see in next further classes. That is Mula, Nabi, Hridaya, Kanta. These all are points by stimulating these or by making satisfactory of these points, we can attain Vijnanamaya Kosha. And last point, whatever our like story I was saying, he was in a bliss. He was in a like end part of the moksha. That is Anandamaya Kosha. We have body, we have life in that body, we have feelings like sad, happiness, we have intelligent, everything we have. By adding all these, if we attain one of the point, then that is Anandamaya Kosha, right? Not only moksha, not only attaining everything which we want, a small goal also maybe. Like as we were discussing about our online class only. Okay, you have Icha, you joined, you attained Kriya Shakti and you got Jnana Shakti. After that, what next? After getting all knowledge, you will start explaining these all points, whatever learned here, to your clients, right? That is your Anandamaya. When you explain all this to your clients and you got increased your clients because of your sharing knowledge, everything, obviously you will get some satisfactory, right? I attained this class, I got knowledge and I use that knowledge and I am satisfied now. I am happy now. That is nothing but Anandamaya Kosha. How they explained is the sheath of bliss represents the innermost self or spiritual happiness or closest to the Atman, that is true self. And this kosha is correlated with the space element. Space is nothing but Akasha Mahabhuta. The last outermost valence sheath present in the Panchakosha is known as bliss sheath. That is nothing but Anandamaya Kosha. If all the other Koshas works properly, we can achieve the manifestation of our Anandamaya Kosha, which is closer to infinity. Obviously, rest all 4 koshas are in normal state. We can attain whatever we want. We will be like our life will be completed, right? In same way. So relationship between Atma. These all Pancha Koshas, how they are related to Atma. Koshas are layer of the Atma, nothing but body, spiritual or transited these layers. How? Like integration, thought, word, deed. How we saw, like Icha, Kriya and Jnana. What you think, you say. What you say, you do. Then you become an integrated human being. Obviously, as I said, now by sitting here, if I think something, I can't achieve it, right? If I think I should explain or I should correlate with what I want to do to achieve that, then I should do that. Then I'll become a main, like last person who have all satisfied the desires, right? So relieve these all. Okay, we according to classicals, that knowledge is there, this knowledge is there, everything we got. But what about how it is applicable to our daily life? Holistic well-being by addressing all koshas. If we keep all the koshas in a normal, balanced way, obviously it will be good. Meditation and yoga to explore and harmonize these layers, especially Manomaya Kosha and Vijnanamaya Kosha. We can stimulate it by doing pranayamas. Tools for self-realization and spiritual growth. Tools means nothing but the activities or the opportunities. We should use the opportunity to keep this in a balanced way. We should exercise, we should meditate, or we should balance all the sense organs, and we should search the opportunities to have this Jnanamaya Kosha, Vijnanamaya Kosha or Anandamaya Kosha. So here I another slide I would have added. So as I explained now, in this first one is Sthula Sharira. Sthula is nothing but rigid one. That is our body. 3 forms of Sharira we have. In that first one is Sthula Sharira. And second, like Pranamaya Kosha and Manomaya Kosha are Sukshma Shariras. This we have to maintain it by attaining it. And the last Vijnanamaya and Anandamaya Kosha, what we have, that are Karanamaya Kosha. By maintaining all this Stula Sharira and Sukshma Sharira, this Karanamaya Kosha will be in a happiest way. Like we can attain our life comfortableness or end point. So this was the brief introduction about the Pancha Koshas.